My name is Sunny Chang, and I am the special education teacher for 7th and 8th grade math. So I've been teaching this is my second year at DC Prep, and prior to coming to DC Prep, I taught for 2 years at a different public school. I think one of the characteristics that really stands out for me that makes this community so unique is its commitment to the whole child. It's not just about academics, but it's about really being committed to developing the characteristics and the integrity of each individual to become a really outstanding member of society. This school is very much committed to the intellectual preparation of its teachers. We believe in giving our very best to our students and making sure that they're getting the best. And that's going to mean that our teachers, the instructors here, are going to be prepared academically, as well as learning how to manage the classroom environment to make it a place where students can really learn and grow. So at this school, we really emphasize active communication with our families because we see our families and our parents as active partners in contributing to the growth and development of each child. So staying connected to the students and their families, whether it's celebrating really great things or addressing challenging issues. So communication is a really key, important factor in the way that we engage with our families and parents.
My name is Matthew Carruthers Jr., and my title is Student Support Coordinator. So this is my 4th year here at EMC. I first started as a talent recruitment manager, and I worked in our home office, and I was responsible for making sure that we hired quality education teachers for our elementary schools. And then I started as the student support coordinator here at EMC, where I have been for the last 3 years. And my job specifically here in this role is to work to support students, also supporting families, and then coaching teachers around how to best support some of our neediest students, as well as making sure that we have interventions in place for those students. So my vision for the school is that we are a place that meets our students where they are academically and social emotionally. And so some of our students come to the table with some challenges where they need some additional support. And so I want to always make sure that we're providing those students with that support. I want to also make sure that we are engaging their families, and so that we're doing programs that will allow parents to be in the building as much as possible. And then for the students, I want to make sure that they are excited about learning, and that they take ownership of their learning, and that they use their resources that they have within the building to support them if they are having some challenges, and that they are joyous when they're learning. So characteristics of this school that make us unique is the intervention that we do for our students. So we use a lot of data points to make sure that we're providing the resources that students need at all points of their learning experience. So whether it's academics or whether it's behaviorally or whether it's punctuality. So we're always looking at data to make sure that we intervene. And then we're using that data in a way that allows students to continue to grow. We also do a lot of professional development, so that's another characteristic that I think is really helpful. And not only are we growing students, but we're also growing our teachers and making sure that they have the resources and that they're collaborating in a space that then allows it to manifest in the classroom with our students. And so I think those are the characteristics that I'm most excited about. So in my role, I do a lot of support for students socially, emotionally. So like we have student support plans. I make sure that the teachers are coached around what those plans should look like and how they can implement those plans with fidelity. I then also make sure that anytime there is a student that has a need, that the teachers are always aware of what those students' needs are, and then talk them through like how to engage that student if they require some additional support. I also sit with teachers to plan what class can look like for some of our neediest students, as well as then how they can support and build relationships with those students and their families, which is also a critical piece of the student achievement part for our students. So some of the ways that we engage our families, so we started something new this year that we call Parent University, because I feel like the school should be a learning place for all of our stakeholders. So we teach students, of course, we give teachers lots of professional development, and so the missing link was in that learning equation was parents. So once every 2 months, we have a topic where parents can come in and learn about something that will help them support their students at home, just as a parent, but then also help them to learn and continue to grow academically. So that's a new thing that we do. We also do something, our PAT team is our Parent Action Team, which is similar to PTA. And I work with them each month to find ways for them to support the school. Another new initiative that we started this year is Homeroom Parents. And so usually homeroom parents are thought to be an elementary idea. We brought them to the middle school just because, again, we need our parents to be in the building as often as possible, just so that they can continue to partner with us. And so that's also another way that we engage them. We also do some of the traditional things. So back to school night, we have programs, Black History Month program. We do academic programs as well, just getting them in the building as often as possible. But then in my role, I work with our MKV families, and these are families who may have housing issues or may be homeless. And so I engage them in a different way through providing supports and making sure that I'm connecting them with resources in the community as well. And so some of the engagement happens here in the building. Other parts of it happens in the community. And we have even went as far as working with students to make sure that they have uniforms, making sure that we're helping families wash those uniforms. So we engage them in a lot of formal traditional ways, but then also informal ways that, again, continue to help to make sure that the student has what they need to be successful.
My name is Rich Myers, and I teach 6th grade math. This is my 5th year at DC Prep and my 9th year in education. Some characteristics of DC Prep that make it unique are, for one, this wonderful library that we have behind us. Number two, we just offer a lot of support for both teachers and students. So we make it really easy for all levels of kids and teachers to succeed. Our school leadership supports us to be great teachers in many ways. We have, when you first start at DC Prep, there is a great coaching program where every teacher is assigned a leader on the administration staff, and they coach you up to be your best teacher self that you can be. So it's a very non-judgmental way to just improve your skill set as a teacher. DC Prep does a really good job of engaging with families. We offer a lot of events such as monthly breakfasts and back to school nights and we just look for excuses to get together with families and have families be a part of our community.